Guten Tag. This is lesson 5 in our series on the secret of the German language, a bit of a lesson over cases and genders. Hope you're keeping up with this. This is quite a bit of grammar shoved into a lot of little lessons. So let's see if we got this. First thing I'd like you to do is draw something new on the chart that you've been making. This special crooked line here. And you need to get that exact. That's not just any line. It has to be exactly the way you see it on the screen here. So this line, just like such, and if you would put over here adjective endings, E above the line and EN below the line, that would be great. If you need to pause the video to get that, that's great, but I'm going to move on. So that line, that crooked line, deals with adjectives that come between the article and the noun. Okay? Quite simply, if the noun in that whole case and everything is above the line, you're going to add an E to the adjective. And if it's below the line, then you're going to add an EN to the adjective, and it's really not that bad. So, we have a sentence like, Der Mann ist hier. Okay? Der Mann ist here. We know that Mann is masculine, it's a subject. Here's our R for der. Now, instead of simply the man is here, I might want to say something like the big man, the tall man. Okay? The big man is here. And if I want to do that, the word big, which is an adjective, I need to ask myself, is this R above or below the line? Well, the R is above the line. So above the line is an E, which means the word big, or gross, needs to have this E on it. And that's how we work this out. So we have der, there's my R, große Mann is here. Just making sure you got that. This R is this R, and the adjective is dealt with the line. So since that's above the line, I go over here, and we have große. That's how I got that. Once you get that, it's pretty easy to do this with all the other forms here. Okay, same thing goes with Frau. So die, Frau is here. I want to say the big woman's here. So die, it's above the line. So große Frau. Just making sure you got this. The first E is this E. The second E is this E for the adjective. This is how you deal with the adjectives here. This is for the articles. Okay? Very good. Kind does the same thing. We have the S for das. Das Kind is here. Now I add the big kid. Das, again, still above the line. I still need my E right here. Das große Kind is here. Very good. But now look at it. Okay, as we go to the plural, we're going to be below the line. So we have die Kinder sind here, the children are here. But now, since we're below the line, if we say the big children are here, it's going to need the EN on that word big. So, I'm sure you can guess what the sentence is going to be. It's going to be die, there's my E. But now we have großen Kinder sind here. Okay, and that's as simple as this is so far anyway. There's going to be a small exception coming up, but we'll get there. So, die großen Kinder. Again, die großen, below the line for the adjective. Okay, very good. Then, it works for all the cases. Just follow the line. Is it above the line? Is it below the line? If it's above the line, you're going to add an E to the adjective. Below the line, add an EN to the adjective. And mostly that's going to take care of you. So let's look at the accusative case here. The nisi, you see a den, below the line. So großen Mann. But the next one, die, you see a D, that's above the line. So große Frau. Okay. You see a das, still above the line. So we're going to hit this E over here, große Kind. But the plural is going to be here, which is below the line, die großen Kinder. Okay, just follow the line and you'll get that. And of course, anything in the dative and genitive is automatically below the line. So every adjective you use with dative and genitive is going to be that EN ending automatically. Alright? So, let's look at the dative one. Ich gebe dem, this M, großen Mann einen Apfel. Ich gebe der großen Frau einen Apfel. Ich gebe dem großen Kind einen Apfel. Und ich gebe den großen, I gotta go back here, Kindern, I should have made that N red, Kindern, because I need to add that extra N, okay, einen Apfel. Following me so far, I hope. Very good. And same thing with the genitive, every adjective is going to be en all the way down. So, der Apfel des großen Mannes. That smaller S there. Okay? So, the apple of the big man is here. Okay? The big man's apple's here. Or, der Apfel der großen Frau ist here. Okay? The big woman's apple is here. Der Apfel des großen Kindes, this one here, is here. And finally, der Apfel der großen Kinder, well, that's actually not the R of Kinder. So, just der großen and Kinder is still Kinder, is here. Okay? Very good. So, if you know the line, you get that, you just follow the line and you'll be good. Let's try a couple together, see if you get that, okay? So, I just have a basic sentence. This old woman is evil, okay? This old woman, well, woman is feminine. She's the subject. So we know that on this word we need the E. So simply diese. Then I ask, is it above or below the line? It's above the line, which means alt means an E right here. Diese alte. Diese alte Frau ist böse. Okay? Diese alte Frau. Okay. Oh, this is a tough sentence. I want to make sure you get this. What's the subject of this sentence? Look at that and figure it out. If you said Mädchen, I'm afraid that's not right. Okay? The subject's actually du. You say, well, how do I know that that's the subject? Well, but obviously the ST is telling you who's doing the action. So it's you that's doing the meaning. Which little girl do you mean? Okay? It's like saying you mean which little girl? So you is the subject. Okay? What is being meant? The girl. That makes her actually the direct object. Okay? So that puts us here because the girl is neuter. Uh-oh, there's an orphan sign here. Does welch orphan its endings? Nope. Welch is a der word. Only ein words orphan their endings. So we keep the S as we normally do. So, welches, okay, then we just need to go up to above the line. This one right here, kleine Mädchen meinst du? Welches kleine Mädchen meinst du? Might say, did you see that little girl over there? Oh, welches kleine Mädchen meinst du? Which little girl you mean? Alright? So, welches kleine Mädchen, right? There we go. Ooh, now a tough one. Alright, let's see if we can tackle this one. This nice teacher gives the pretty teacher, female teacher, such a big present. Wow, that's quite a sentence there. Let's start with the first one. We know that this nice teacher is the subject, masculine, since we have the masculine form of teacher here. Okay, so masculine subject, we have an R. There's an orphan sign. Does dies orphan its endings? Nope. Dies keeps the R, so we need the R. Only I words orphan the endings. Okay, so we keep the R, dieser. Then is it above or below the line? Above the line. So net here needs this E right here. So we have dieser, nette, Lehrer, gibt. Now, how is this female teacher, what is her function in the sentence? She is the indirect object. She's receiving the direct object, and the direct object is this present. So the present's what's being given, and she's receiving it. So she's the indirect object, okay? She's a female, okay? So we know it's down here where this R is. So we need that R right here. Gibt der. And schön is an adjective, and we ask, Well, is this above or below the line? It's below the line, so we need this en right there. Get der schönen Lehrerin, and then such a big present. Present, we've seen that before. Do you remember if it's masculine, feminine, or neuter, or plural? Present is neuter, okay? And we just got through saying it's what's being given, it's the direct object, it's here. Whoops, there's an orphan sign. Does solch orphan its endings? No, solch does not, only ein words do. Solch is a der word. So, we keep the s. So, solches, and then for here we just ask if it's above or below the line, and it's above, so we need an e right there. I know that's a lot to think about, but if you go through it step by step, you can get this. All you need to know is what gender and how it functions. Okay? So, dieser nette Lehrer gibt der schönen Lehrerin solches große Geschenk. And that's how it works. Okay? I'll tell you what, if you can master that, you'll impress all your German friends right there. Okay, let's try another one. The lazy dog of this lazy boy is nearby. Okay? It's kind of like saying the lazy boy's lazy dog is nearby. Silly stuff. But the subject of the sentence is the dog, and the boy is the possessor of the dog, so we'll get to that in a minute. Let's start with this subject. Hund, we know it's masculine, we know it's the subject. Orphan sign, does der orphan its words? No, der orphan its endings? No, der does not orphan the ending, so we keep the R. Der. We don't orphan anything. Der. Above or below the line, it's above the line, so we need E on foul. Faule. So we have der faule Hund, so the lazy dog, of this lazy boy. Okay? Of this lazy boy. Well, we know that boy is masculine, and he's the possessor. So watch, we got several things going on. We need this S over here. Dieses. Then we have foul, which is an adjective. It's below the line, so we need en right there. Faulen. We're still not done because we still need this other little s attached here. Junges. So we got dieses Faulen Junges. Wow. I'll show you one more time just to make sure you got that. We have der, above the line, faule Hund. Dieses Faulen Junges. Oops. Junges is in der Nähe. Wow. The hard-working waiter is tall. Another stupid one. Let's get that going. Waiter's the subject. That's the male waiter. I mean, it's not a waitress. So waiter is masculine. He's the subject. Orphan sign, does the orphan its endings? No, the does not orphan its endings. So we keep the R. So we need der. And what was that word for hardworking that we learned? Don't know if you remember this one. Fleißig. Fleißig. Now with that, I ask, is this above or below the line? It's above, so with fleißig, we add this E. So der fleißige Kellner ist groß. So again, der fleißige Kellner ist groß. How about this one? Oh, I love this sentence. The romantic grandpa kisses the sweet grandmother. How about that? What a lovely sentence, especially if we get it right. So, grandpa is masculine. He's the subject. Does the orphan its endings? Nope. Only ein words, so we're keeping that R. So der. Then romantic, is this above or below the line? Above the line, so we need this E ending. Der romantische. Right there. Der romantische Großvater or Opa. Okay, küsst. Now, grandmother is functioning as the direct object. She's what's being kissed. So she is the direct object being kissed. And feminine, direct object right there. No orphaning or anything to worry about there. We have D. It's above the line. So sweet is going to need this E here. Süße Großmutter or Oma. So let's look at that again. We have der romantische Opa küsst die süße Oma. How are we doing so far? Are we getting there? Okay, now try this one. This nice butcher gives every hungry dog some juicy sausages. A sentence you'll say every day of your life, I'm sure. So, let's tackle this, okay? We know that butcher is the subject, and that's the masculine one. So we have this R. Once again, does this or in its endings? Nope. This is a der word. Der words keep all of the endings. So, dieser, is it above or below the line? It's above the line, so we have this E for nette. So we have dieser nette Metzger, dieser nette Metzger gibt. Now, how is dog functioning in the sentence? Hopefully you're getting this now. The dog is the indirect object. The dog is receiving the sausage. The sausage is what's being given, so the sausage is the direct object, or sausages. Okay? So dog is the indirect object, Mr. Man. Dog is masculine. We're going to drop it down to here. So every, okay, keeps this M here. So jedem, and is it above or below the line? It's below. So we need an en here. Hungrigen, hungrigen, Hund, and then some juicy sausages. Okay, will be over here. Sausages plural. We know that, and it's the direct object. Okay, so some is going to be manche. Then we ask, is it above or below the line? It's below the line. So juicy, which is saftig, needs this ia. Saftigen Würste. Wow, that's really quite a sentence to get. Okay, let me do it again so you can see here. Dieser nette Metzger gibt jedem hungrigen Hund manche saftigen, I think it's supposed to be saftigen, I might have a mistake there, Würste. Okay? Very good. So, I think there's supposed to be an umlaut on that saftigen. Alright, and then a really strange sentence, as if I haven't thrown enough strange sentences at you. This bad student's rotten apple stinks. Well, quite a sentence for you. We want to say the rotten apple of this bad student. Well, let's go with the rotten apple. That's the subject, the rotten apple. Apple is masculine, okay? And we have here, does the orphan its endings? Once again, no, only ein words orphan the endings, so we keep the R. So, der, and then the rotten is going to need this. That word is verdorben, so verdorbene, der verdorbene Apfel of this bad student. Well, if I assume that's a male student, and that's an assumption I didn't put here whether I wanted male or female, it would be of this, it would be this one if it's male students. Okay, if that's the case, this needs this first S. Okay, so dieses bad needs the en because it's below the line. Schlechten, and then we need the extra S on Schulers. Now, if that was a female teacher or a female student, it would be dieser schlechten Schülerin. Well, let me see what I got. Der verdorbene, okay, Apfel, I guess I went masculine, dieses schlechten Schülers stinkt. Okay. Now, something that might really trip you out, okay? You see Reese here, alright? Which is the subject line, alright? The Reese line actually matches perfectly with the ends of the subject pronouns. This is really going to trip you out, okay? Sie, es, and sie. He, she, it, and they. So, he, she, it, and they. Notice the R-E-S-E. It matches right along with that. But I'm not done yet. Check this out. Okay? If you look at Nisi, that also matches direct object pronouns. Okay? So, him, her, it, and them. Alright? In, z, s, and z. N-E-S-E, Nisi. But I'm still not done. Wait, there's more. Okay? If you see Mr. Man here, that's the indirect object that also aligns with our standard indirect object pronouns. To him, to her, to it, and to them. Alright? So, ihm, ihr, ihm, ihnen, M, there it is right there, Mr. Man. Everything matches in German. So, they knew what they were doing when they created this chart. How about that, okay? Pretty trippy, alright? So, it doesn't exactly work with the genitive, but there is one thing that will work with the genitive that I'll give you later on in another lesson. So, that was lesson number 5. Whew, halfway through. See if you can stay tuned for 4 more lessons.